It's March 1st. We are less than 2 months away from Ironman, Texas. Now, I know none of you are asking, Rob, where have you been the last couple weeks? I haven't seen a video from you. And even though you're not asking, I'm going to tell you anyway. But first, breakfast. 61 grams of oats, because I measured wrong. 138, I think it's like 141 grams of egg whites. 56 grams of turkey. 1 whole egg, top of sriracha. My go-to breakfast. And yes, I'm still being petty and bitter over that. But let me start eating. And I'll update you on where I've been and what's been going on the last few weeks. Because it has been pretty busy for me. But it's also been a little different from what I'm used to. So let me go ahead, start eating. I'll catch you up in a minute.
A few moments later.
Okay, so where have I been? Well, in order to tell you where I've been and what's been going on, let's rewind the clock back to Super Bowl weekend. So the Saturday before the Super Bowl, I had a brick workout. I don't even remember what kind of brick workout it was, but it was a brick workout, and I remember being in the garage. And on the bike, I was like, I don't feel awesome, which is fine. You know, sometimes you get those weird days where you just don't feel your best. So I got off the bike, I went and I was on the run, and I absolutely was feeling like complete bag of ass on the run. I was not feeling good, I was achy, my head was hurting, I felt a lot colder than I was. Got done. Kind of brushed it off, went and changed, and my wife and I went and ran some errands. I thought maybe I was, under-fueled, underhydrated, just wasn't feeling great in that regard. Cool, so we went out. While we went out to eat, I was cold. I noticed I was cold, like physically, like freezing while we were eating. Even the warm food wasn't helping warm me up. So my wife and I went on a walk because, that's one of the main reasons we went out was for her to walk. And on the walk, it was 75 plus degrees outside. And I felt like it was 50 or 40 or something. Like I was that cold where I was shivering in the temperature. So we ended up getting home about an hour later. I took my temperature, and for the first time in probably 20 plus years, I had a fever of over 102.5, which is crazy to me. I haven't had a fever that high in I can't tell you how long. So it was kind of just like, oh shit, I have a fever. So naturally showered, I became a complete vegetable and said, I am not moving from the couch except to go to the bathroom, eat, go back to bed. That was that. Sunday, it dropped down to about 100. Monday was still 99. And then Tuesday, I think it finally broke. So I wanted to go full 24 hours without having a fever before I started working out again. Tuesday, it kind of got back to normal. By Wednesday, I was working out. So you figure that was a whole week. If I look at the dates, that was the 10th and 11th-ish of the month. So by the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, was when I was able to first start to get back into working out. I did some basic workouts that week. Obviously I didn't want to push too hard and really kind of aggravate whatever hell I had. I was very hesitant to get back in the water because I know the swimming pool and the kind of cold weather, I don't really know how that works. I'm not a scientist. I just know that, hey, if you just had a fever, you were just sick with a virus, going back into the last environment you were in prior to that is probably not the best idea. So I was very hesitant to get back into water. I think it was a really warm day when I finally did. Anyway, that led us to the following week, which is the 19th of February that week, and I traveled to Tennessee. So I had a plan of I was gone for Monday and I came home Thursday. I was planning on getting at least two workouts, strength sessions, and at least 2 runs. I had all my clothes packed. The schedule we had to keep for those 4 days was so busy. I got 1 run in the entire week. I was out of my hotel room before 7 a.m. and I didn't get back to my hotel room until 9:30 that night. Every night I was gone. It was a lot busier than I had anticipated it being, nor more busier than anybody had anticipated it being. But I did run. Here's the run from that trip to Tennessee. And then so I basically had Friday, Saturday, Sunday to get back into workouts. And then I was like, I'll record a whole week a week of workouts for everybody, the 19th through the 25th, and call it a day, right? Yeah. And I just didn't. I had started recording, and then I didn't record anything at the swim and didn't record anything at the gym that day. And I was like, well, there goes the whole week if I just took an entire day out of my arsenal. So I didn't record anything last week. I was like, you know what, let me just go a week or two of just kind of getting back into the groove of getting into my workouts before I screw it up again in a week. So today is March 1st, and today is on my workout. I have a upper body strength training session, which is going to be fine at the gym, and then I have a bike workout. I want to say it's an hour, 15 minutes total, with 50-ish minutes, I think 50 minutes at race power. So that'll be good that'll be a really good to do, because my bike has been feeling great. The last couple zone 2 rides I've done have been averaging about 165 watts. And my race power right now is set to be about 185 at Ironman Texas. Now we are doing an FTP test in a couple weeks, so that will likely change. I don't think it'll go up too high, but it will change. Anyway, today I have those 2 workouts. So at some point today, I'm going to go to the gym. Probably not until after 3 o'clock, because I'm completely booked schedule-wise today. So I'll get to the gym after 3:30. I'll do my upper body session, come home, hit the bike, and really kind of crush that workout. I think the workout's only supposed to be about 185 to maybe 190. I'm not going to push it beyond that. I want to just kill that range. And then when we do the FTP test in a couple weeks, then we'll know officially what the race power is going to be. But yeah, the last couple weeks has been kind of weird, with getting sick and then traveling and then just kind of mentally getting back into the groove of things. But we're close. We are 57-ish days from Ironman Texas. That means we're about 47 to 49 days left of training to really kind of hone things in before we start taper. That's less than 7 weeks to go of training, guys. So we're making it. We're going. We're doing our best. We're doing what we can. I'm really trying to mentally stay focused. That's been the big struggle for me. I'll talk about that later. But yeah. So let me go ahead and finish breakfast. I have a meeting coming up in about 10 minutes and I got to get on. And then I get a quick break before 2 hours of meetings. And then hopefully we start winding down the day. But yeah, I'll see you later. I don't know where I'm going to be later when I hit record again, but I will see you wherever that is. All right, what's going on? It is 4:36 in the afternoon, and I'm finally done with work. Solved a big problem. Had a bunch of meetings that I had to finish up today, but now we are finally headed to the gym. And I made a mistake earlier. I said it was a upper body strength training day. It's not. I decided earlier in the week I was going to do upper body, so today is lower body. So squats, RDLs, hamstring curls, leg extensions, calf raises, maybe reverse, maybe some lunges, and then we'll hit some core before we come back and get this bike in. Now the bike is a 70-minute ride or something like that, with 50 minutes at race power. But obviously we'll talk a little bit more when we get to that point. But I'm gonna go to the gym. I've got my pre-workout. It's Ghost Sour Apple, and this shit is hella sour actually, to be honest, but I really enjoy it, only because I'm out of Energize at the moment. And then we're gonna get this ride done because I want to finish today. I have a big weekend ahead of me, and I'm really not looking forward to that at all, but I put it on my plan, so I gotta do it. So I will check in at the gym. It's probably gonna be busy, so you won't see any footage from the gym. I just like to get in and do the work. I don't really like to record, or I don't have a camera crew following me. I'm not that guy. Gold's Gym is, at least this particular location is pretty about getting their workout in. So I'm not trying to mess with the flow. Although we do have to check in on the pool, because the other day I swam, it was pretty friggin' gross. It was so cloudy I couldn't see the pool lanes at the bottom. Here's what it looked like the other night when I went there. You cannot see the bottom of the pool, and yet I swam in that for about 2,400 yards. I'm proud of myself, but not at the same time. I mean, I have swam in worse, but I shouldn't have had to swim in that. So we're gonna check on the pool, make sure it's clear. Not that I have another swim this week, but I just want to see what it is. So I'm gonna head to the gym. I'm gonna continue progressing to the gym. I'll see you later. Well, you can see the lines at the bottom of the pool now. Still not crystal clear, but at least they have some type of clarity to it. Much better than it was the other night. Hopefully by next week when I'm back and I have to swim again, it'll be good to go. Alright, so we're here on the hack squat. 235. We're just gonna keep it here. 4 sets of 8. Not gonna go up anymore. Still kind of busy a little bit. Not quite yet. Kids are still getting out of school, but we're gonna knock this out. Starting with this. Alright, that is that. Leg workout is done. I keep leg workouts simple because I spend most of my time biking or swim or running. So I do a lot of legs now. I'm just kind of maintaining strength. So my leg workout is usually some form of squat, whether it be front squat, barbell back squat, dumbbell squats, where I hold out my side, or I'll do leg press or hack squat today. It depends on how busy the gym is and how quick I want to get out of there. I spend an hour in the gym. So I do some type of squat or something related to a squat, leg curls, leg extensions, straight leg deadlifts, so Romanian deadlifts, and then a calf raise, and then I work on my hip flexors. So today I just did, I just leg over the dumbbell 10 times each way, on each leg. I did 3 sets of that. Set rep scheme for today was usually 8 to 10 reps, 3 to 4 sets depending on how I was feeling, and nothing special. Again, we're 7 weeks from race day, so I don't want to overload myself too much at this point. We are almost at the point where we're going to be winding down on strength training. I got about 4 to 5 weeks left of strength training before we just cut it, as we get ready to taper and go into peak week and then taper. So at this point, I'm not trying to gain any muscle. I'm just trying to maintain strength at this point. But yeah, so we're gonna go home. I might eat dinner first, but I have a 70-minute bike ride, 50 minutes at Race Power. I know Madison, one of my athletes, I gave her a 90-minute ride with 70 minutes at Race Power. We're gonna try to see how that translates. The two of us have been shit-talking each other for the last few weeks. She's feeling super confident on her race prep, etc. So we've been kind of going back and forth, but like, who's gonna be better? How far ahead am I gonna be on the run? How much of a lead am I gonna get coming off the bike? So we still got, like I said, 6 weeks or 7 weeks left until race day. A lot of time to improve, a lot of time for me to kick her ass a little bit more. So we shall see. But let me go home. I think I'm gonna eat and then do the bike, just because I want some food. I want some carbohydrates to kind of get up in there. And we're having shawarma tonight, chicken shawarma. So I'm really feeling that. So let me get out of here. All right, so that was a disaster. Trying to drink real quick the pre-workout. Now I got my hoodie on the dryer with stain remover so that it doesn't set. Because if you've ever had Energized as a pre-workout, that shit stains everything it touches. So I'm in the garage now. I can't wait to get out of this workout space. This is literally all I have to work with is that much room. But I'm going to go fire up the computer. It should connect really, really quickly. I've got a 70-minute ride. Like I said, 10-minute warm-up, 50 minutes at Race Power. I'm not even sure what Race Power is. I think it's the workout's going to have it somewhere around 200, 205. Is that going to be what race power is on race day? I don't know. We'll find out in a couple weeks. But I am going to get this done because it is already 8:09. And, well, you probably didn't see that really because it's backwards. 8:09. And it's getting late. I'm not going to be done till a little after 9. And then I'm going to try to spend some time with Connie. Yay. Plus, I also hate late workouts because especially power workouts, your legs get all swollen and like energized. And you're like, ready to go. And then it takes forever to fall asleep. So hopefully this isn't that bad. It's not a super power workout. It's a little bit more than what I've been riding, so it shouldn't be too bad, but we'll see. I'm also not going to record this because the bike needs to go into the shop. It is loud as hell because the chain is rubbing the front derailleur, and it's really kind of annoying me, but I had that issue where I got a chain popped and it got lodged in between the front gear and the bike itself. So I took it in and I think it's either bent or it was never set properly. And now like if you watch it, like it wobbles back and forth. Didn't really notice it until the last time I tried to record on the bike. It was loud as hell and I couldn't understand why. Then I looked down and I saw it wobble and I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. So hopefully after this weekend, I can take it into the bike shop since I don't need it next week because I'll be not home. So I won't have any rides next week. So hopefully I can get this to the shop Sunday and go from there. But let me knock this out so I don't piss Connie off anymore and with how late I'm going to be. But I want to get this done. I'll see you in a bit when I summarize. So I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but watch this. You can see it wobbling back and forth. Kind of annoying. And then the higher up that one goes, the louder it gets because it's pulling against that rear derailleur. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. All right, here we go. All right, so I finished the workout. It was 50 minutes in not zone 2, but race pace, which Zwift had me at 195 watts. Held it 90 plus cadence on for most of it. I want to say it's like my average cadence, probably 88, 89, which is right where I want it to be. Normally we want our cadence to be about 85 to 90. I like to hover around 90 because that means I have room to drop and go down into a harder gear if I really, really have to. So I can push a little bit more power with a little less revolutions. But if I know I have that extra gear in me, because I'm already pushing 90, 92, 93 revolutions, I can drop it and go 85, 86 and push a little bit more power. I'm going to. So I'm saving myself with that. End of the day, solid ride. I got a long ride tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it. I think it's like a 4-hour ride, and that means I have to cook rice. I have to go to the store to get nutrition. I'm not loving that. I really don't want to do that, but I have no other options. I have to get food I have to keep, food in my stomach, calories in my stomach, so that I can simulate race day nutrition at its best. So it is what it is. But that's today. Here's the bike ride just to let you guys see what I did. Again, standard race pace, 50 minutes at 195 watts. I'm happy with it because that means Dom originally said my race pace was probably going to be 185. So the fact that I pushed 195 for almost an hour and I still had plenty of gas in the tank is looking up. So that means I'm getting a little bit stronger in the legs. My endurance is back to where it probably should have been, where it probably wasn't earlier in the training block. Still 5 weeks to go to train and get better. So we're just going to keep on pushing. We're going to keep on pushing. Next week I'm not home, so I don't have any bike. I won't be able to swim. It's just going to be running and lifting. So I'll probably add an extra weight session and a couple runs, but we'll get to that next week. For now, I'm going to go shower, grab a little bite to eat because I'm hungry. I'm a little snacky snack, and then I'm going to watch some TV with my wife. So I'll see you in the next video.